Coming up, what if the secret to a stronger, happier gut is hiding in your everyday meals? I'm going to share real food hacks, no fads, no pills, that can transform your digestion, your energy, even your immune health. Plus, how a simple plan you can download for free makes it easier than ever to reset your gut. Stay tuned. Your healthiest self starts in the kitchen. Hey, friends, it's Natalie Tysdal here. I'm a longtime health journalist, and after years of reporting on everything from fad diets to breakthrough science, I can tell you this: gut health is not just a trend, it is foundational. It's something that changed my own life, and today I want to help you understand how it can change yours too. So before you hit skip thinking, oh, gut health isn't really my thing, hold on, because if you've been feeling tired all the time, maybe bloated, foggy, struggling with cravings, or just off, your gut could be behind it all. And here's the thing no one really told me years ago: what you eat every single day, those little food choices, have a huge impact on how your gut works and how you feel. Energy, mood, hormones, immunity, it's all connected. So in this episode, I'm going to zero in on simple everyday foods that actually help your gut heal. No trendy fads, no gimmicks, just real food and practical strategies that you can start using today. Want to make it even easier? I've created a free gut reset plan that lays out exactly what to eat and what to skip, plus daily habits to support your digestion. It's completely free, and you can download that right now at natalietysdal.com/gut reset. Seriously, grab it. This guide's going to help you in every way. And in today's episode, the things I'm going to talk about are going to stick if you download that guide. So before we dive into the science, let me share a quick personal story. I've been on my own gut health journey for years now, and the changes have been life transforming. Earlier this summer, I traveled all the way to another continent. I went to Kenya in Africa for 2 full weeks. And thanks to the gut healing routines that I've put in place, I felt strong and symptom-free the entire time I was there. A year ago, my body wouldn't have tolerated the different foods and bacteria in the local water there in Kenya. This trip proved to me that the foods and the habits I'm about to share with you aren't just theory, they work in the real world. So why does gut health even matter, especially for women in midlife? Well, it matters for everyone, but for women, here's a quick version. Your gut isn't just about digestion. It's where about 70% of your immune system lives. It's where your hormones are metabolized. And get this, it even talks to your brain all day long through something that's called the gut-brain axis. So when your gut is out of balance, it shows up everywhere else in your body: your skin, your energy, your mood, even your sleep. And for women over 40, those natural shifts in hormones can make your gut more sensitive. Slower digestion is one thing, more bloating, more inflammation overall in your entire body. But here's the good news: it doesn't take a total overhaul to get back in balance. You can start small. You could start today. So what does help? That's what I want to talk about on the podcast today. Let's talk about real foods that give your gut the support that it needs. And I'm not going to rattle off a giant list. I want to keep it really simple for you. So first of all, your gut loves variety. Different types of plants, colors, textures. Give your gut bacteria the diversity that it needs to thrive. I always joke with my family, your plate should be really colorful with foods that are naturally colorful: reds, greens, yellows, like those little yellow peppers. I love a colorful plate. It makes me feel like I'm honoring my health when I see that really colorful plate. Also, fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, they are a great way to introduce some of that beneficial bacteria into your gut. You don't need a lot. A spoonful here and there or on different foods, that can be a way to start. And I know not everyone loves things like sauerkraut. My husband, he hates it, even the sight of it. In fact, when I was in Kenya, he threw my new jar of sauerkraut away. I went searching for it when I got back, only to realize, I searched the entire refrigerator, that he thought it was old, so he says, and he trashed it. I know it's an acquired taste. It's one that he won't even try again since when he was a kid, and I think it made him sick. And so he doesn't even like to look at it. But even just a spoonful, if you can try it, it does wonders for your gut. It is one of those things I think you either love or you hate, but if you give it a try and you introduce just little bits of it, you are doing your body wonders. Next, we'll move on from fermented foods: fiber. Not just the kind in supplements, though. We're talking real fiber from fruits, veggies, beans, whole grains, things like lentils, oats, even cooked and cooled potatoes. Yeah, that's a thing. The cooked and cooled potatoes help feed your gut good bacteria. Why the cooled potatoes, you ask? When you cook and then you cool starchy foods like potatoes, some of those starches turn into resistant starch, which your body can't break down. Instead, it reaches your colon intact, where it feeds the good bacteria living there. Those bacteria then produce healing compounds, short chain fatty acids, that soothe all that inflammation. It strengthens your gut lining, and it even helps balance blood sugar. So, those cooled potatoes are just a simple way to supercharge your gut health. If you've ever had some of those like small potatoes that are cold with some nice olive oil and some salt on it, or even in a salad, you know what I'm talking about. It's really good. Okay, so let's talk next about polyphenols. What are they? They're plant compounds that actually act like fuel for your gut. Think berries, olive oil, dark chocolate, 70% dark or higher. I love that, my favorite. Green tea, red grapes, flax seeds. Those are all polyphenols. They're not hard to get in, right? They're all really yummy. What I love about all of this is it's not restrictive. It's adding some of that good stuff back in. It's building a plate that works with your body instead of working against it. And if this feels like maybe a lot to remember all of these things that I've been rattling and giving you, that's why I made the gut reset plan that I told you about a few minutes ago. It is a roadmap that I wish I had had when I started learning all about this. Again, you can go to my website. I have that for you for free. I'd love for you to download that and use it as your guide. Okay, let's flip the script. Let's talk about what might be getting in the way of your gut health, because sometimes it's not what we're missing, all of those things I mentioned. It's what we're exposed to constantly. The biggest culprit, processed food. I know. We all eat it. We love it. The chips, the cereal, the bars. But those sneaky sugars and additives and artificial sweeteners can really throw off the balance of your gut bacteria. And I need to do a full episode on ultra processed foods. It is a huge issue. Other countries don't eat as many processed foods as we do in America. In fact, we have pretty much normalized it here. If it's in a box, if it's in a can, if it's in a package, you can bet that it's processed and it's disrupting your gut. If you can try to think twice before you eat something out of a package, you're going to start to see a difference. Just try it for a week. Try to eat fresh foods for a week. You can do anything for a week, right? You will see a difference. So, other things that get in the way, alcohol, another one or two glasses once a week. That's a treat, right? Maybe on the weekends, on a Saturday night with your friends. But if you are a daily drinker, and this is really important to hear, daily drinking of alcohol upsets the balance of good and bad bacteria in your gut. It makes the lining of your intestines more leaky, so bits of food and germs can sneak into your bloodstream and then cause inflammation. It would be like poking holes into a filter. As bacteria break down alcohol, they create harsh byproducts that further irritate your gut wall. And over time, all of this damage makes it harder for you to absorb nutrients and for your gut to end up healing itself. So taking breaks from alcohol, that helps your gut bacteria rebound. It patches up that lining and it reduces the swelling. So here's a question for you. We'll move on from that because I know that's a tough one for people, but I hope that you hear me in that to limit the alcohol. Here's the question for you though. Does stress impact your gut? Oh my goodness, yes. Even if you are eating all of those things I mentioned, you're doing it perfectly. Chronic stress can disrupt your digestion and your gut lining. That doesn't mean that you need to panic or feel guilty. It's not about perfection. It's really about progress. It's about bringing awareness because that awareness can give you power. And once you know this, you can start making shifts that make you feel better. Go on that daily walk. Take those moments to just have a deep breath and a slow breath out and to calm yourself down, to be aware of your stress levels. That's step number one. I get a lot of questions like, where do I start with all of this? What's one thing I can start right now or this week? And honestly, I'd say this. Try adding one fermented food this week. Maybe it's sauerkraut. Maybe you hate sauerkraut, so it's something else. But try adding one fermented food this week. Make one meal mostly plants. We need those plants. Try swapping your afternoon snack for something fresh, maybe berries with nuts or hummus with veggies. And take one 10-minute walk after dinner. Just a 10-minute walk, something simple. Walk around the block, walk down the street, go to the mailbox if it's a block away. This is going to help with digestion more than you'd think. These are small things, but they all start to stack up and they send your gut the message, I'm taking care of you. And if you want more ideas like this and that full plan laid out, don't leave this episode without downloading the free gut reset plan. Go to natalietysdal.com/gut reset. I'll also put the link in the show notes so it's easy for you. You'll get food lists, a sample routine, easy swaps, and the why behind each tip. And it's free because I want to help more women feel empowered, not confused when it comes to their health. So here's what I hope you walk away with today. Your gut is not just about digestion. It's the foundation of how you feel. The best part, you don't need fancy trends or expensive supplements to take care of it. Just real food. Small steps, a little intention. Be kind to yourself and start where you are today, where you are right now. Take those first steps. And again, don't forget, download that free gut reset plan. It's packed with everything that we talked about today and more. If this episode has helped you, I would be so grateful if you would share it with a friend and take just a second to rate and review the show because that helps me grow and reach more women just like you. Until then, take care of yourself and your gut will take care of you. Talk to you next week.